They want me to fight the chicken?
Chicken jockey.
Steve's lava chicken. You told me to riff. You told me to fade in on the riff. I gave you a riff. I'm sorry. Was it that bad? No, it wasn't bad. Don't.
I'm not ashamed.
Don't ridicule me.
I'm not ashamed.
That was a good idea. That was a good starter.
I didn't know that's what you were gonna do.
I figured if I caught you off guard a little bit, that it might make it seem more real, right?
It was real.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Minecraft,
dude.
a Minecraft movie, 2025.
Oh my god.
Why is it called a Minecraft movie? I don't like that. I mean, I don't know. I'm picking it apart for no reason. There's nothing wrong with that.
He said, "I'm ripping it to shreds for no reason." Bro, it was one minor critique.
What? I mean, I'm gonna say things about it that are valid. You know, a lot of things that are valid that are kind of a critique. So I feel like I don't want to like flood the episode with critiques of things that are small.
Oh, I'm going to.
You know? Okay, well,
that's what you're for. You're that positive ray of sunshine.
You know, I enjoyed this movie. But the title. So what do they call it? Because they're going to make a second one, right? This movie's made a bunch of money. Do they call it a Minecraft movie 2 or a second Minecraft movie? What do they call it? Because if it's a Minecraft movie, Minecraft 2, that's a weird.
I think it gives them the agency to start creating sub-movies because that's just a Minecraft movie. So then they could make another movie and be like The Nether, a Minecraft movie. That's the first word that I pulled out of my head.
Okay, I see.
You know,
I guess we'll see. They're probably going to pump out sequels to this every 2 years. I mean,
you're being really generous. It's probably going to be every 6 months.
I mean, dude, the way they were doing those Sonic movies for a second, it seemed like they were going to pump them out every 9 months. But then
that show coming out at the same time didn't help either.
Yeah. The pandemic happened, and I think things got a little delayed. Now, this the biggest gap we're having between any Sonic movies is the one that came out this past year and one that comes out in 2 years from now. Like that 3-year gap is the biggest. But this movie's got the same director as Napoleon Dynamite, Jared Hess, and Nacho Libre. 2 movies I really like. Big movies in my childhood.
Formative movies, one would say. I've told you when we were leaving the theater that I still had my ticket stub from the day I saw Nacho Libre in theaters.
That's crazy.
I know, right?
That might be the best Jack Black movie. You know, since no.
Hey man, everybody's got their own opinion.
Don't say the Mario movie. I know you love that Peaches song.
No, I don't.
You're about to say. Oh, you should have sing it.
I was about to sing it.
Yeah.
No. For me, if I'm being, it probably School of Rock, but that's just also because I grew up watching School of Rock too.
Yeah.
So some people would say it's Kung Fu Panda. I mean, and I've never seen Kung. I've never seen them. You know, it's like I missed the boat.
Kung Fu Panda episode, man. That's a good.
Skadoosh.
I mean,
if we're doing, I know about it.
If we're doing a episode on the Minecraft movie, I think that Kung Fu Panda deserves its flowers. Like that's a much better Jack Black CG
vehicle.
Movie. Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, Jack Black is Steve.
No, I am Steve.
Blake is Steve.
You are Steve. We've played Minecraft. Everybody's Steve.
Yeah, it's odd. This is, again, a little nitpicky.
Is it?
So the villagers and the creepers and, all the monsters, the zombies,
skeletons.
They're square.
The chicken jockeys, perhaps?
They're square, right? They're animated similar to the way they appear in the game.
One would say they are block shaped.
Yeah, block shaped. That's the word I'm looking for. But so is Steve in the game. But in this, Jack Black is just
spherical. They make that joke multiple times.
Yeah. He's regular Jack Black.
Yes.
Maybe the roundest I've seen him in a while. Not that it matters, but he went as far as he could from being a block.
I don't know if it was a joke, but I feel like he started like a legitimate fitness journey when he started doing those Jumanji reboots, just because they were like a little bit more physical acting, and he's like, I want to be, he's like, I want to be on screen with The Rock.
well, yeah, I was gonna say,
I feel like he did that big guy thing. There is a thing where like you get like in shape, and then you kind of like, and like that,
and the fat kind of covers it, and it
that
makes you look
that
bigger.
part is like, he could be like.
He could be jacked under that 1 inch.
That's what I'm saying. Like it could be like kind of solid, but I don't.
Or maybe he
or he's
gain
just a
some
fat
weight.
dad. I
But
mean,
yeah, maybe just gain some weight back for the movie. I mean, no,
it's
no shame
fine
there.
either way.
I wasn't trying to
I'm
body shame him. I was
no,
just saying.
dude.
I was just pointing out that this is maybe the roundest I've seen him in a movie where his character that he's playing is supposed to be a block.
No, I got exactly what you
Yeah.
did. I'm a big man myself. I didn't know. No offense taken.
But yeah, he's
crying over
he's
here.
fine in this movie. He just plays himself. He's his
that's the worst part about it.
he's his
He's
Jumanji
playing.
character,
He's not
right?
Steve. He's Jack Black.
Yeah, well, what do we really know about Steve? I mean, like,
All right.
how
all
does
right.
Steve act? Like, I mean, I get. I mean, I'm agreeing with you that like Jack Black just plays himself. Maybe not the best move.
He said, "What do we really know about Steve?"
But I mean, there's not much to go off of the character. Like, do you just make him boring as fuck? Like, do you make him not speak? Like,
that is true.
I don't
No,
know.
we do. No, you do a hardcore Henry, first person, Minecraft movie, and Steve doesn't talk the whole
Found
time.
footage Minecraft movie.
Yeah.
How would they do a found? I would be interested to see how they do a found footage movie in this green screen universe, right? Like, do they just make another version of the game that you walk around and play, and it just
It's just
screen records?
Minecraft VR.
Yeah, no, it's just a screen recording of someone playing Minecraft. I mean, I think that could be done in a way I'd watch. Yeah, I'd watch 45 minutes of it. You know, I mean, and that's
He said I'd watch 3 seasons.
45 minutes is the lowest runtime that you can do to have a feature film. You know,
It is.
I think so.
Jeez.
So I'd watch at least 45. I'd watch a feature film length of someone playing Minecraft. I guess.
I mean, you probably do that on YouTube, do you not?
Did
you rather?
I never really was big on that. I mean, I'd look up YouTube tutorials for Minecraft to figure out how to do something, but I didn't just sit there and watch people play it.
Okay.
I've never been a huge consumer of video game streamers, but
Okay.
anyway,
But what is? I mean, who was this movie made for? It wasn't made for me. I'll tell you that much.
yeah, because you and I are like some of like the first and second generation Minecraft players, right?
Which is crazy to
feels
say.
very cringy to say, but like the point,
It does feel a little cringy, but you just gotta kill the part that makes you cringe.
yeah, and
It's your truth, man.
I think.
Sorry, I'm derailing your thought.
I think that this movie is made for like 7-year-olds, right? Who are just now really able to like enjoy Minecraft, right? I guess that's who it's made for, right? And there's also a ton of people that just know like Minecraft memes, like the chicken jockey thing, the diamond armor, the diamond sword, right? The
Flint and steel.
the flint and steel, yeah, like people
Lava
know,
chicken.
I don't know. Is the lava chicken a thing before this movie?
No, sorry.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, people know the meme. They know that meme song now, and people are probably going to. There's some people that are probably going to the theaters because they heard that song and thought it was funny. I mean, you're right, but I mean, I think that this movie made more for meme culture than actual people that played the game. You know, I don't want to say that it disrespects the game material. You know, like the way the source material, if you can even call this game with no plot. Even say it has source material.
It is a sandbox of sorts.
It
one
doesn't-
would call it.
It doesn't disrespect it, but it is a little less focused on that than it is the meme part, right? And you see that
Yeah.
you see that with Jason Momoa's character. Like, he's not relevant to Minecraft at all. He's just a guy that was he was winning video game competitions in the 80s. His name is
89.
Garbage Man Garrison.
I thought his name was Garrett. Garrison. Oh, dude, I don't even know. Because they call him Gargar or whatever. They never
I
call
gotta-
him his actual name.
I gotta check that real quick. I might have it wrong.
They call him Garbage Man, Trash Man, and then he corrects them and says it's Garbage Man.
Yeah, it's it's Garrett Garrison. Yeah,
Garrett.
Yeah, I mean,
totally missed that.
yeah, I mean, it's because the words sound so similar.
Yeah,
and
that's
they-
the joke. I get
Yeah,
it. I get the joke now. But
I don't know that they call him Garrett Garrison multiple times. I don't know if they say it more than once. Honestly,
no, they never call him the same name once. I mean, they just cycle through
Yeah.
Gar or Gargar.
Yeah, just
Garrison.
whatever nickname to give it to keep it funny, I guess. But I mean, his character is something that is thrown in for meme culture now, and he's a Rock-esque actor. And you
Yeah.
know what? I'm glad they did get The Rock. I'm not a huge Jason Momoa fan, but I prefer him to him in this role than The Rock, because The Rock does so many of these kinds of things,
Well, I also
even
think,
more than Jack Black.
I
you
think
know?
he's got a little bit more and I haven't seen Jason Momoa in enough stuff, and I've seen The Rock in too much stuff
Well,
recently.
he's a better actor. I think.
I don't know if he's got like more charisma than The Rock, because I mean, for God's sakes, he's a WWE like legend. Like he was, you know, his wrestling like
that
is
kind of
incredible.
charisma is different and doesn't necessarily translate.
To good act. I know.
Yeah,
I
it doesn't
agree.
translate
I
onto
agree.
on screen the same way it does on in the wrestling ring, which very very valid acting style. I'll
For
say.
sure.
It's not something everybody can do.
Yeah, and
But-
I'm not trying to discredit that at all. I'm just saying like it feels like Jason Momoa in like if the roles were reversed, there's just like a little bit of charm that Jason Momoa has.
Yeah,
Because he's probably willing to take a fall, be the butt of the joke like he was the
Yeah.
whole movie. The Rock, I'm pretty sure has like things in his contract where he can't be like that.
yeah. Like his character cannot be portrayed a certain way. I've read that. Like,
Yeah.
he
He can't lose in a fight or something. Like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. He can't like, or maybe it's like the last time he fights last time his character fights a specific character, he can't lose in that last thing. He always has to win.
He has to come out on
That's-
top.
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
end. Yeah.
And there is, I think there is stipulations of how bad he can be beaten and stuff too.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I
Interesting.
may be misremembering, but I've seen bits like that.
We
But-
needed that level of ego in the Minecraft movie.
Yeah, right. Everybody gets their ass beat in this movie. for real. I mean, everybody freaking is a loser.
Everybody does get the shit beat
Yeah.
out of them, especially Steve.
Yeah.
Steve.
I mean, whatever you want to call him, Garbage Man. A creeper explodes right next to him. Like, you could have full armor on in the game and be right next to a creeper that close, and you're gonna die, right?
Yeah.
And he has no armor, and he just knocks him over.
Honestly, not even that far back.
Yeah.
It does knock him back, but it's not like he goes across the map or something. It's
I'm-
just kind of
I guess when you're playing survival in Minecraft, unless you're like really trying to be conservative with how many times you die, you die so many times. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how they would have done that in the movie. Like,
It's so the thing is like the fact that it's like this real place
yeah,
that they go to, you take that element of respawning out.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then you have to work around
Because
that.
if they had made it a video game within the movie, they could respawn it. But I'm kind of glad they didn't make.
Well, then that would just be like the sort of like the new Jumanji.
Yeah.
Or or the
And I'm
old
glad they
one.
didn't go that route.
Yeah.
I think I might prefer this movie to the new Jumanji.
I've seen them. Then I don't know.
I haven't seen the
I
second
mean,
one.
this is. I think this is probably worse than the Jumanji movies.
I think that you might be saying that because you have some sort of attachment to this.
The old Jumanji. Oh, you're talking about Minecraft.
Yeah, I think you
No.
probably have more of an attachment to Minecraft than Jumanji.
No, I am a person that has been let down so many times as a stupid young man by like video game movie adaptations.
Yeah, this one is not that low on the list for me. I think there's some really bad ones, man. I mean, like this is.
I mean,
I found this to be more enjoyable than that last Sonic movie. I
haven't
really had a
seen
rough
the
time.
last Sonic.
Even my son likes
That's what
Sonic.
I'm saying. You have a kid,
He's-
so you're seeing like more.
Well,
of these
he's
things than I am.
interested in Sonic, right? And that movie is shorter than the Minecraft movie and did not hold his attention the whole time.
Really?
And the Minecraft movie pretty much did. I mean, he had to get up to use the bathroom, but he never really, like sometimes about an hour and 15 minutes into a movie, he wants to get up and walk around a little bit. And so I try to go to the theater in the middle of the day with him when we're going to be the only ones in the theater.
Mhm.
And we saw Minecraft opening night, and he did not care to get up and run around.
Okay.
He wanted to sit in my lap at one point, but he was engaged. This was engaging for him, and I think like if it's made for kids and a kid is more engaged
Yeah.
with this, then it's that's some sort of metric to measure it by. Right?
It could be. My counter argument, though. I mean, there was no downtime in this movie. Like,
Well, I mean, did you
hold
want
on
it to be
now.
longer than an
Hold
hour
on,
and 45
that's not
minutes?
that's not what I'm saying. God no, God no. But it's nothing breathes. Everything like something happens, and they're about to do something, and then something bad happens, and then they run away from the bad thing, and then they're
Yeah.
like getting to like a thing, and then they're about to do the thing with that thing, and then another bad thing. It's just like nothing really felt like it had a resolution.
Yeah.
It just was
I
just
can-
a series of gags to get to the next gag.
Well, I don't know if this is really in the defense of the movie, but this is maybe an explanation why that is.
Mhm.
Because of the success of Jumanji in that 4-player, like
Mhm.
that concept, like
Right.
that type of storytelling where you have 4 main characters or 4 characters that are
Yeah, they're like on an adventure together.
Yeah, they're all pretty much equally relevant. I think they have to spend a lot of time setting up. Like it maybe should have just been 3. I'd say what's the character's name? We'll talk about her now. Daniel Brooks.
Yeah,
she does a great job in this movie
for what they give her. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I think her character is maybe one of the funniest probably.
Yeah.
But
I think just because she's naturally
she's a good actress. I love her in she's in that Peacemaker show. She's
you told me
one of the
about
best
that.
parts of that. But like they kind of shoehorn her in. She's just the real estate agent of.
She's the only
2
adult.
actual main characters.
She's the only adult that kid knows in town or something.
Oh wait, is there 5 of them?
I mean, if you count Steve,
Yeah, so there is
as
5.
but he's like he joins them.
Yeah,
The crew that assembles,
it's a 4. Yeah,
they're like a 4-person team.
and the other 2 people that we haven't talked about in that team are maybe the most important characters. At least the boy. What was his name?
Hank, Harry.
Oh man,
Well, the reason I say that is because they call him different names, and again, it's crazy.
Henry, that's his name.
Harry. Where the hell did I get Harry?
I mean, it's close to Henry.
I think is Hank short for Henry?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Whatever.
Right, I think you're right.
Well,
But
the reason I say that is because if that's the case, then the garbage man doesn't know his name.
Oh yeah, I think purposefully he does. Or I mean, like they make his character say his name wrong on purpose.
I figured that was a
it kind
bit.
of makes Jason Momoa's character like, oh, I'm a cool guy. I don't have time to learn your name. I think that's the bit there. But this actor Sebastian Hansen that plays the main kid Henry. The movie should have been more centered around him. I think.
Yeah.
I like his character. I like he maybe has like the most character development out of any of them, right? Because he kind of learns to be more sure of himself. That's his thing.
He wants to be a part of the world, and
nobody else really learns anything, right? I mean, I don't expect Steve to learn anything. That's okay. Like
Steve.
Yeah, like he's learned all the things. Like he knows how to do all this stuff in Minecraft. They go to the
he's a
overworld
small business owner for God's sake.
Yeah,
Steve's lava chicken. I mean, come on. No, I mean Jason Momoa's like. I mean, what does he learn? He accepts the fact that he's a loser or something?
Well, actually, his, he says the whole thing about there's no I in team, but there's 2 I's in winning. So he's kind of like the I'm a lone wolf type thing. And I guess in the end, him and Steve do the video game shop together, so he learns to work with others. It's really like kind of half-assed, though. That
kind of
and I just think that like, he's funny, but like his character was not super important. Dawn's character was not super important. You could have done it with Steve and then the brother and the sister. And the sister, let's see, she's played by Emma Myers.
I believe she was in.
Yeah, I've seen her in something.
Was she in the Wednesday TV show?
Maybe.
Me and Rachel watched that.
Let me click it. Find out.
She was pretty good in that.
Yeah, she was.
But I mean, that's just another IP.
Natalie, that's her name.
Yeah.
She's good.
They don't really give her or Dawn much to do.
Well, she does a fine job with what she's given, but actually, what I like about her character is kind of just the surroundings. And we talked about how Jared Hess, that did Napoleon, Dynamite, and Nacho Libre, directed this movie, and you can see. I want to say you can almost see what parts he directed. What parts he actually had freedom to do. And I think the stuff with the brother and the sister, Henry and Natalie, is Napoleon Dynamite-esque. Like they do the whole there's a bit about tater tots in your pocket in Napoleon Dynamite, and in this movie,
the llamas.
The sister makes Henry a breakfast tater tot pizza, right? To bring to school on the first day. That's some weird shit. That's Napoleon. That would happen in a Napoleon Dynamite movie. If they made another one, I could see that happening.
Yeah, no, he's got his weird little quirks. There's moments of it that was kind of shining through, like in the script. But then, like he's like, "Oh, we got to be that pesky Minecraft movie. We can't, I can't be this weird little just thing."
When I was first watching it, it starts off in Steve's in the Minecraft world, the overworld, the regular Minecraft world, and
he was yearning for the mines.
Yeah, they say yearning for the mines. Yeah, like I said, this is a movie made for meme culture, right? Like the children yearn for the mines has been a Minecraft thing for 10 years.
Yeah.
They had to throw it in there because they knew it would get some laughs. I mean, this movie is just one big.
It feels just. I think that's part of what is getting me. I do, have some weird love for it from when I was a kid. And hell, we still play it together.
Yeah.
So,
no, it's a great game.
But it's not even that. It's just there's something about it that just feels so like.
It's just
soulless, man.
It's made. It is kind of soulless. It's made just to get crowd applause. It's one big applause seeking.
Like reference after reference.
Yeah. And they almost pause for it. Like.
I almost look back at you when they say the joke.
And, I noticed this the first time I saw it in theaters. Yes, I saw it twice.
Hey, you have a kid.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm
not shaming you.
The first time I saw it, and I've heard other people say this, the stuff that people, you didn't get to see this movie in the theater with anybody other than me.
Yeah.
Right? But the stuff that people actually laughed at was not the bits they paused for, which I think is funny because it's a movie that's thrown all these memes in. So when they say "yearn for the mines," nobody said anything in my theater. Yeah, like that was not.
I mean, the kids are just too young to reference. Like, I guess the little kids are too young to.
Yeah, I mean, I think just when it's trying to be funny, it's not as funny when it's trying. Like the bits where it's just being itself, it is a little bit funnier. Okay, so talking about the Jared Hess Napoleon Dynamite-esque stuff, right? We're talking about Natalie's character. She works in a potato chip factory, and I think his name, the mascot's name is Chug
the Spud or something like that.
Let's see, I got it right here somewhere.
Chug Spudderton.
Yep. And just the bit where Henry makes the jetpack at school. The kids are kind of bullying him into making this jetpack. They want to see him fail.
They hate him, dude. They're this kid's smart.
Yeah, like he successfully builds a jetpack at age like 12, 13, whatever he is, and they mess it up for him. The jetpack flies and hits the huge potato mascot for the potato chip company, and it like crashes and burns, and that's where Natalie works at. And that is just the weird like Midwest thing that Jared Hess has done.
Yeah.
Like
blowing up the potato chip factory mascot.
Yeah, like that is I don't know what. That's kind of like you said you haven't seen Gentleman Bronco, but I could see that being something that's said or made fun of. I don't know, like something that's talked about in the movie. Another character worth mentioning, just a side character, but some of the best bits of the movie is Jennifer Coolidge when she's doing her romantic bits with the villager.
That was the hardest I laughed at the movie, was it not?
Yeah. That every time that they were on screen was the bits that you actually laughed out loud, like not making fun of it, like especially at the end.
I'm fucking laughing at it right now.
Yeah, the bit at the end where she learns how to speak villager, and the villager learns how to speak English, and the villager's voice is Matt Berry.
Matt Berry, that cracked me up, man. There was some bit when they were on that date. I think that was probably the hardest I laughed. When the waitress walks up, she goes, "Are you finished?" She goes, "No, I think he's Swedish."
Oh,
it's stupid shit like that. That'll get me because I wasn't expecting something like that. It's lowbrow, like that's cleverness as that is.
That's another like subplot of the movie that I think Jared Hess really had influence over.
Oh, it's the weirdest part of the movie.
Yeah, I feel like with this movie, they were like, okay, you have to do these things because it's a Minecraft movie, right? Yeah. You have to have a creeper explode. You have to have them run at night from zombies into their house and escape. You've got to do that. He had a list of boxes that he had to check off to make it a Minecraft movie. And they said everything else, like just fill in the rest with what you want. And I think for a movie of, a movie that's based around an IP that's this big, he did get a little more freedom than I think. He's getting a little more freedom than I think people were getting making Marvel movies in like 2015.
It's possible.
Yeah, I think he did get to make it his own. I'm glad that it was him that directed it over Michael Bay, who does things like this.
If there was somebody to pull out of a hat, good for the indie guy.
Yeah,
the kind of
he
moved
made
his way up. Some would say failed his way up because I don't know if a lot of his movies have been successful past like Nacho Libre.
I was saying Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre are movies that just like speak for the rest of a career. I mean, maybe that's just because of how much I like them, but I'm saying
Not
that.
with a paycheck.
Yeah, not with a paycheck.
That's
but
what I'm saying.
I guess, I mean, like in the
If you're
eyes
looking
of
at it from like a
critics-
studio system, kind of
Yeah.
like the big wigs, like pulling the strings for making a movie, like
it's like this guy's proved himself with these two fantastic movies.
yeah, I think he's got the pull with the younger generation. He made two. I mean, they're. I don't know if Napoleon Dynamite is like coming of age type great comedy. I don't really know what type of comedy Nacho Libre is. A little bit.
There's a little bit of that. Yeah.
It's been a really long time since I've seen it. But anyways,
Me too. It's probably been 10 years.
Oh god, it's been longer for me. But he's got that charm to him. It's just there's so much about this movie that just seems like the whole thing about like being creative and like following your dreams and
Yeah.
just didn't it rang hollow to me. Not to put that much, and you can't say it's a kids movie. There's plenty of good kids movies.
Yeah. No.
It's there's something about it that just felt like that part left a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth. But I was just laughing at something. I'm not trying to
Yeah. I mean, I think that things start to come out a little hollow, like that message when they're doing too. Like they wanted to make a Jumanji movie.
Mm-hmm.
They got like the cast of 4 or 5 people
Yeah.
to do like the team. They wanted to do that. They also, of course, wanted to do a Minecraft movie,
Yeah.
which like Minecraft is usually just 1 or 2 people. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not. I mean, I don't know, but
I mean, you get.
I don't think you need a 4 or 5 member main cast to do a Minecraft movie. Like I think that they were making those 2 different movies, but they also wanted like the family friendly message on top of that, and none of those 3 things necessarily overlap.
Yeah.
Like unless you make them, and I think that they were trying to make 3 different things at once, and it makes bits kind of hollow. I also think like they take some liberties with the Minecraft lore, right?
Oh man.
Like we talked about the creeper.
If you want to talk about like a video game film adaptation, this one's like some of it is I don't know if you could say it's like a great one because like sure it looks like it, but there's like stuff that like can happen, like mechanic wise. I guess does that take away from
I'd
the
say
video game? You know what I'm saying? If you're looking at like a 1-for-1 like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really looking for that, honestly.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I think it's kind of on par with the way the Super Mario Brothers movie from a couple of years ago adapted that material.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily super unfaithful, but it's not really video game-esque.
Yeah.
Like it kind of loses that bit, and I think they made that choice on purpose to make this not be like they didn't make it where Minecraft is a video game world that you enter. It's like a real world, and so they change little things. Lately on Minecraft, I've been trying to do the Nether portal highway or whatever, and the Nether portals they got in this movie are huge. Like I don't know if you could make one that. I mean, not in Bedrock Edition, but
Back in my day on my Minecraft, dude, you can fit like 2 people. It looked like on the little because they're just like it's 2 blocks wide, right?
it's
Or 3 blocks wide.
There's 3 blocks.
3 blocks, yeah.
It's really 4 blocks wide if you count the blocks that are underneath the walls, or 5 blocks wide.
Thinking about the
There's 3 in the. But yeah, I mean they have a Nether portal in this movie towards the end that is just like
it's as big as a
150
building.
Yeah, it's 150 blocks tall. I mean that's really that's not a big deal for them to like change things about that.
That should be in actual Minecraft. Gigantic
yeah.
Nether portals like that. That's
That'd be kind of cool, right?
that would be neat.
Yeah.
But like as far as it's really 50-50, I feel like of like how accurate some of this stuff is, and others they had to take the liberty because it's a movie.
Yeah.
Because some of it just doesn't. Some of that doesn't translate to a movie. You know what I'm saying? It's just uninteresting.
Yeah, and I think like they're kind of pushing the message of like be creative, be yourself, unlock that that comfortability with yourself, especially for the main character, the kid Henry, and they take liberties there, where like the first thing he crafts, not really knowing how to do it that well, he crafts a gun that shoots tater tots, like that is not Minecraft-esque at all.
That's like not how. That's not the rules.
Yeah, there are no guns in Minecraft. There are no tater tots in Minecraft.
But there's also no free crafting.
Yeah, exactly.
There's recipes, right? So like, if that's like if you're a stickler for lore and game mechanics, that's a knock right there.
Yeah,
Steve
Steve
obviously
follows recipes.
Yeah,
right. Like I can't remember in the movie if he is like said to have come up with these recipes. If they kind of imply
It
that.
doesn't.
Or not.
He just says he's been crafting.
Yeah.
You know, it seems like he's the master crafter of
Yeah,
that
so
world.
he's following these recipes in this crafting table, but for some reason, Henry gets to walk in there and make something that like he doesn't have to follow a recipe. Neither does Jason Momoa.
He's got a creative soul.
Yeah, it's his inner creativity is just stronger than anything in the overworld. He's got powers over all this, but Jason Momoa's character does the same thing. He makes like there's nothing in Minecraft where you make two buckets that are attached by a chain. You know, not that it matters, but like he free crafts as well is what I'm trying to say. They take some liberties there.
They have. To add to that point, they have to take that liberty.
But I don't know that they did. I think.
You don't think so?
No. So.
Well, then they would have to add like a whole thing where they like have a recipe book or something. You know.
Well.
Look at it like that, like.
Yeah, which I mean they already kind of have because Jack Black is following.
He's the recipe book.
Yeah, okay. Steve's the recipe book. I think they could have done. Not again. This is not a huge deal, but for people that are going to nitpick the liberties they've taken, I think they could have gone the route of like Henry comes in there, and you know the more experienced you are as a crafter, the harder things you can craft, right? And he can just come in and craft. Like say a sword is kind of hard to craft, right? Like say that's something that's not like your first day.
That's not your first day crafting.
Yeah, and he just comes in and he makes a iron sword, right? And it's like, holy shit, dude, you got
what the
power.
fuck, man?
Like you're so creative that you can like kind of transcend what it takes to learn these recipes, and that would have been a little more faithful. But I mean, this is not a thing that matters, you know. But
well, hey, we're also talking about a movie here, you know.
Yeah.
As formulaic as it is, like it just kind of flew in the face a little bit of this. God, this is crazy. Why am I talking about this?
Right, I just had that realization.
Fucking pontificating about Minecraft. Anyways. Whatever. Just go watch it. I'm just kidding.
I mean, yeah.
I just get defeated my whole argument. I'm just like,
watch it on streaming.
No, but it's not. I don't know. I really don't know what else they could have. I mean, there's probably a lot they could have done with it, but like in the world that we live in, with like how studio movies are made, like I don't know what else we could have got. And I'm not trying to sound like, but it's just like, is this the best version of this we could have got, or is there like a worse version?
No,
or is there a better version? I mean, there's got to be a better version.
I mean,
right?
we were talking. I mean, just based on casting choices, we were talking about how Matt Berry was supposed to be Steve to begin with, and how that maybe would have made it a little more different than other movies that do this kind of thing, because we're used to seeing Jack Black play himself and everything. And
he's a personality.
It definitely works to the benefit of this movie's promotion to have him in it for sure. Matt Berry's not as big of a name, but I think as far as like quality performance and bringing something new to this kind of thing, Matt Berry maybe would have been, had he not had the scheduling conflicts, he would have been great for this. So I think that might have been a better version. I also think, they've been developing this movie for 10 years. I think that 10 years ago, it probably wouldn't have been as much based around memes, That didn't make any sense. I don't think it would have been based around memes as much had it been made back then, which might, that would work to its benefit if it was made to please us,
Right.
But I think,
well, 10 years ago, I mean, you were going to be, how old were you,
Yeah, it's 15, I just bought it on PlayStation 3.
Yeah. How geeked would you have been if a Minecraft movie had come out?
Oh, yeah.
10 years ago,
for
right?
sure. Memes, of course, were a thing 10 years ago. I don't think that they, ruled the silver screen the way they do now,
Oh,
and I think at 15, then I would have been totally cool with a movie that was not full of memes. I probably would have preferred it,
I don't know
now
when
people like that more, I guess.
God, they think people like it more,
I mean, I think it appeals to, younger people.
Yeah, but is it because of the movie or because of what they get to experience in the theater? Because are they going to keep doing that at home when they get the DVD or Blu-ray or watch it on Netflix or whatever?
No one's going to bring a live chicken into their house.
Are they going to be throwing popcorn all over their home? No, their mom's going to be yelling at them. Not to be like that.
Yeah, I mean, then this movie is theater
it,
experience for sure.
So, to what end? To what ends? Are they just gonna keep making these movies that are just like meme churning machines?
Yeah,
that just
in the fact that it had a budget of 150 million and it has
Good
made
God.
750 million less than a month in theaters, and this is a big movie. This is Warner Brothers like cash cow. They were really relying on this and Superman to like save their whole thing.
Yeah.
They've been putting out like box office stinkers one after another. I don't want to say stinkers because I think that Mickey 17 was great and deserved to make a lot more money.
Didn't you say it flopped financially?
Yeah, I mean, I think it had a budget of like 110 million and it made like 40 million in like 3 weeks.
Oh.
Normally in 3 weeks you want to have like made more than the budget because nowadays movies used to be in theaters for 60 days, not even huge movies. Movies used to just last that long. And now it's like
2 weeks.
Yeah, Mickey 17 was in theaters for 9 days and they announced that on the 15th day that it would go to streaming as well. And then they ended up pushing that a bit because I think it did better its second week than its first because the word got out about it. But anyway, I think this movie was such a success that they're not going to be challenged to change, to shift away from the meme thing and actually tell a more interesting story. I do think, so like the antagonists of this movie are like the Nether people,
The Piglins.
Yeah, the Piglins.
So they're called.
Yeah, very lackluster villain, I'd say.
Oh, man, they didn't do anything.
Yeah, and I think that like, I don't know, but the game itself doesn't have so much of a story. But I think if I'm thinking antagonist of Minecraft, I'm thinking the Ender Dragon. That's the ultimate, right?
Well, there is not to be like this, but if you beat the Ender Dragon, the story is the one that you create. They can't make a movie about that. But they can make a movie about the Ender Dragon or something.
Yeah, and I think
not that it like really matters at the end
they
of the
probably
day.
are going to do that with the sequel.
The Squeakquel?
Yeah, the Squeakquel. It's going to get a sequel.
Oh yeah, easy.
Mark my words right now. July 2027. That's my guess.
All right. I'll put money on it. I'll check back in. We'll see.
I'll put $2 on it.
Nah, dude, you got to put like at least 2,000.
Whoa.
You got to at least put your mortgage on it.
I
You at least got to put your car
I only
title
spent
down.
like $20 on this movie in total so far. Like I'm not trying to like.
Sometimes you got to bet the ponies to win the house, baby.
Yeah, not worth it. Never mind. They might not make a sequel. I don't know. Don't ask me.
Just said never mind.
I take it back.
No, they are going to make a sequel. You're right about that.
No, yeah.
They.
I'm
I
just not
mentioned
betting
this.
on it.
I mentioned
I'm
this
not
too.
putting
No,
money.
I'm just messing with you. I'm only going to take like all the money out of your wallet, but
For you, I don't carry a wallet. I haven't carried a wallet in 4 years. I just got 3 cards flopping around in my pocket at all times.
run me thine pocket. They announced a Toys R Us movie. Like I saw it like this morning when I was getting ready for work before, and I was
Is
like,
it Warner Brothers? Do you know?
I don't remember. Who. I think it was Hasbro is what I saw, or Mattel or something like that, or maybe I don't know. Anyways, either last night, this morning, Toys R Us movie. So it's coming down the pipeline because you mentioned it. Mickey 17 flopped. Floppity doppity. Is that real? Is that from The Onion? What is it?
No, it's from Variety. Yeah, Toys R Us. I was just
Okay,
curious.
epic.
I was curious as to if Warner Brothers was behind it. Like if they had bought the rights from Hasbro, because I wouldn't be surprised if they started trying to just make more movies based off of IP like this.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, I mean like
Barbie being as big as it was, and then like
but
Minecraft
Barbie's
doing
a
its
different
thing.
deal, though. I mean,
You're right. It's a plastic doll.
No, I'm just saying. Like, I think that movie was a lot better than this. I think there was more of a story.
Okay.
There was more of a story to tell there.
Obviously, I'm not trying to compare the cinematic elements of the two movies.
Yeah.
I'm saying the type of like IP mining that they're doing.
Yeah.
Like at this point, you just pulled up the article from Variety about a store.
Toys R
movie.
Us is just such a broad. Okay, so if they make a movie about people that work in a Toys R Us, and it's kind of done, you see that Blockbuster Netflix thing they did. It's a little. It's not necessarily sad, but it's a little like grim. like they're kind of always thinking they're going to lose their jobs or whatever. Tires on Netflix is the same way. If they're doing like a movie about a Toys R Us that is like having to survive in the like Amazon age of purchasing Christmas gifts, that would be kind of cool. But if they are just going to make a movie about the, big title action figures and characters that Toys R Us predominantly sells, that that's just like
That big ass giraffe.
Yeah, that's slop. Yeah,
I mean, it's slop out the gate. But
no. I mean, no. If they're making a movie about people that work in a Toys R Us, right?
yeah.
Which I don't know. I mean, I can't. If they did that, there would be some shit where the toys come to life and talk to them. I don't know. I mean,
Night at the museum, but it's night at the Toys R Us.
Yeah, that's
5 nights at Toys R Us.
I think that's what they're gonna do. I think we cracked it. I think we
It's
should
gonna be
work for Warner Brothers. We could turn it around.
They just needed a Minecraft movie to turn it around.
They just need, they just needed something they could put a bunch of memes into and not. Mickey 17 has a really compelling story. It's weird. I think it's a little too weird for it to make a bunch of money, honestly. And you'll see what I'm talking about when you watch it.
They pushed it everywhere. The advertising for that was crazy.
I mean, I think that they thought if we push Robert Pattinson, like everybody loves him, I mean, I figure you might get, you get people that like Good Time, you get people that like the Batman, then you get the people that still follow him that liked him in Twilight. Like, I think, because there was a serious following that came over from the Twilight fandom to watch the Batman. Like, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
There's a reason that movie did as well as it did, and it's because you got all the comic book nerds and the comic book movie nerds, and you got the people that like Robert Pattinson because he was the vampire,
And then Batman is a recognizable
just
thing
all around. Yeah, Batman's a comic book movie that you go see even if you don't really like a bunch of comic book movies. So they had everything going for it. And speaking of Warner Brothers and their flops and fails and stuff, it's been 3 years since the Batman came out, and they don't have a filming date set for it. Right now, it's kind of up in the air if it's going to happen. They kept pushing it forward.
The second one?
Yeah, now they're saying that higher ups, possibly James Gunn, who's over the new DC Studios stuff, may not want it to happen. But James Gunn previously was like pro it. Like, he was like, yeah, we can do that, and we can have our new Batmans in our universe, and we can have that one. There's no reason you can't have two. I think that's an okay thing to do.
Yeah.
I think the audience is smart enough. If you're not trying to connect it with the multiverse thing, that's fine. Just tell different stories,
Yeah.
That the Batman is a movie that just tells a good story that doesn't have to connect to stuff, But anyway, Warner Brothers, Minecraft. I got some
General Chungus.
General Chungus facts that I thought were a little interesting. The film was supposed to be directed by Sean Levy to begin with.
Sean Levy?
Yeah.
The Sean Levy?
Yeah.
Of fame?
He just directed Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Which was, that was a big deal.
Yeah, it only made $5 Deadpool million.
Yeah, it did cross $1 billion, I think.
God,
it might have been close to. Dude, the Minecraft movie's gonna cross $1 billion. It's at 750 million right now. Unless there's a huge drop off, that movie's gonna get 1.3 billion probably.
I actually had to look it up. Sean Levy directed Night at the Museum, all 3 of them.
They should get him to do the Toys R Us Night at the Museum.
And Free Guy, and Real Steel.
And I liked Free Guy when it came out. I don't like Ryan Reynolds.
I had like an okay time with that, but the more I sat with it, I was like, no, this is disgusting.
A single time.
No, it popped up in my head. And I was like,
I haven't thought about it since the day that I watched it. Other than like,
it's
that
soured.
was fun.
It's soured.
Yeah,
in my
I've not
mind.
thought. I liked the concept. It's you just stick Ryan Reynolds and everything for a little bit. That's what they were doing.
I'm sick of him.
But yeah, Sean Levy was going to make this movie. That could have been interesting, but I think these weird bits that Jared Hess has put that are like himself in this movie would be completely missing, and I think that I probably wouldn't like it as much.
It would be more suggestive.
Yeah.
Probably.
He left because he was disagreeing with the Minecraft developers on what the movie should be.
You mean with Mojang?
Yeah.
Dude. What did he want to do? He wanted to give Steve a big fat hog.
I wonder if it was like he didn't want to do the real world bits, if he just wanted it to all be in the Minecraft world.
Kind of like immerse yourself in that universe the way that Deadpool, you just kind of fall into that maybe, because it's the mutants, that's what they're called. I had a brain fart for a second. Where this is just like you're like in Minecraft, like whatever the overworld is. Like
they're on Earth in those Deadpool movies, but it's like.
Well, it's the comic book Earth.
But they're not like interacting with like civil. There's no civilian life being shown or any of that. It's all just about You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Like if maybe Sean Levy's movie, his Minecraft movie, would have not had any of the bits with the kid at school in the beginning. You know, you might not even have like a regular.
I feel like it would be a more, maybe, I don't want to say adult, teen focused movie. Does that make sense? Because this isn't movies like not focused on teens. Like this is for like a younger than like, when I think of a teen, like obviously I know that 13 and 14 would fall into that, but it's like Sean Levy, even though he did direct Night at the Museum, which are family movies, I just feel like after that Deadpool thing, maybe a little bit more suggestive. I mean, there was bits in this movie that like you like add like half a line or like you like remove like the placement, like they're like a suggestive jokes.
Yeah,
but they're not like wholly like impure because they take a lot of the suggestiveness away from it.
Yeah, they do, except for the bit where Jack Black and Jason Momoa are holding each other upside down.
Man sandwich?
Yeah, man sandwich with their head between each other's legs. I'm like, they just wanted to have a
little 69 joke in there.
Yeah, I mean,
nice.
They don't suggest anything about it. There's no words about it.
Man sandwich.
Just man sandwich. Like,
he's like full man sandwich, and the thing is that Jack Black knows what he's talking about. He's like, "What do you?" He's like, "No, we can't do that."
It's funny because they don't like. I mean, I guess he's like, "No, we can't." I would say they do kind of act like it's a little weird, but
but the thing is that he knew what the full man sandwich was.
Yeah,
and I didn't know what the hell. I've never heard of that string of words said together before.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that two men can make a man sandwich. I thought a man sandwich would have a man in the middle and
that is true
on the outside.
Yeah, you would need more than. Yeah, that is true.
You would need like 3 people at least, right?
Yeah, that is how you make a sandwich.
Or it could be a man wrap. You could have one guy wrapped around another guy.
That was closer to what they had going on because they were kind of. Anyways, we're getting.
This is important.
Look at us, the stunt choreography over here of a Minecraft movie.
I thought we were writing porn.
Oh. No.
Steve Carell was supposed to be in this movie.
Dude.
Not as any of these characters that we see, though. There's supposed to be another character that Steve Carell played.
You telling me he's not going to be Steve?
Yeah, Minecraft Steve Carell. I think he would have actually been good. I could have liked that.
Maybe.
He's one of those guys that plays himself in a lot of things, but I don't mind it as much as Jack Black. Maybe it's because Steve Carell doesn't bust out into song every like 20 minutes. I don't know. It's not as annoying.
His voice is wow.
Yeah.
What?
You know,
shit.
I don't want to say he plays himself in everything. He has a couple of different, like Rue is a different character than Michael Scott for sure.
Yeah.
Like
it was what, German Michael Scott? I'm just kidding.
I mean,
I've actually never seen Despicable Me. So
man, that's a good animated.
Is it?
Yeah, I would say that the first 2 at least are good.
Banana.
The minions are fine. The minions just didn't need to get.
The minions are fine, mate. We're not getting on that train.
No, if you let the minions just be side characters in the Despicable Me movies, we wouldn't have gotten where we're at now.
Aren't there like 5 Despicable Me movies though?
Yeah, I mean I haven't seen anything past the second.
All right,
but I know those first 2 are good.
Okay,
maybe the third.
Maybe I'll watch them one day. But yeah, I've seen a Minecraft movie. Why can't I watch Despicable Me?
Oh, it's much better. Like
Probably.
it's much. I mean, it's a very well written story. Those first 2, like they're just good. It's one of those movies where like the kids and the parents and the grandparents all really like it. It's good for everybody.
A good family friendly movie.
You mentioned this while we were watching the movie. There's a pig with a crown during the movie. This is a reference to Technoblade, the YouTuber.
So that actually is a thing, right?
Yeah.
I thought I was correct. I heard about that. That's really, I think that's really cool.
Yeah, he died from bone cancer.
Yes, he was. I don't know how old he was, but he was very ill. I did look into it after I heard about him dying. Really sad because he that's what he loved doing, is playing Minecraft and like putting it on YouTube or whatever. He was pretty popular, and I thought it was really sweet that Jared Hess put that little like. You would really only know it if you're on the internet or if you're in that Minecraft community. I'm on the internet enough to know that I know about it, but I thought that was sweet.
I wonder if there's any more nods to Minecraft YouTubers in this that I just didn't catch. Because like I said,
There's probably a lot of stuff that we didn't catch.
What if
that was just
a Fortnite movie where Ninja? Sorry, I'll take it back. I'm not
Fortnite, dude.
I don't want to. I mean,
I can't believe you just said that.
I mean, there's more of a story to Fortnite than there is in Minecraft. Honestly, I'm not arguing that the Fortnite movie should be made. I don't want to see the thick blue bunny and American tidy whities or whatever.
Oh my God, with like Luke Skywalker and Godzilla running around on their team.
Oh man, actually,
Okay.
it doesn't have to be a Fortnite movie, but we could just take all the characters they've got skins for.
That's just
Fortnite.
it's just Ready Player One.
Yeah, but like not weird. Elon Musk like worships the villain in that movie.
Oh my God.
Right? Like I heard something recently that he would his punishment for his daughter, the Vivian one that's out now that went on Hassan and stuff. He would make her read Ready Player One as his punishment, like specific bits of the book, because he was like obsessed with the villain and the way he does it, which is some evil like borderline Nazi-ish shit.
What
like,
the hell?
Just I mean. The villain himself is not doing Nazi stuff in the movie, but just that way of,
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. Anyway.
No, that is a wild aside. I never knew that. I saw that movie in theaters and then I haven't thought about it since. Heard the book's way better. Ready Player One.
Yeah, I've heard the same. But Minecraft, we looking forward to Minecraft 2, where they
Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, there's something that you missed.
What did I miss?
Be in the theater any longer, so I completely forgot to tell you there's a second post-credit scene.
What do you mean?
Can you guess?
Can I guess?
Just guess. It's not the Ender Dragon.
Somebody doesn't. They open the portal back up. Somebody opens the portal back up.
No, but that would have made sense, I guess.
Oh, okay.
What's the other Minecraft character that they don't?
Alex.
Yeah. He goes. I can't remember. I watched the movie today, but it's been since the beginning of the month that I saw the last credit scene. But he goes to her house and he goes looking for treasure or something that he tracks somewhere. I can't remember exactly what it is, but he goes and he knocks on the door and she's like, "Hi, I'm Alex," and so now she's in.
Who was it? Just some person? I mean, obviously it was an actress, but I'm just saying, like, was it like a big name that they're like, "Oh my God," or just like it's just?
I didn't recognize it.
Okay.
Let's see who played Alex in Minecraft
movie. You're gonna pull it up in a
it
moment.
was Kate McKinnon. How did I not?
Dude,
How did I not clock that?
That is so funny.
I know who she is.
So now they're gonna make a second Minecraft movie with Kate McKinnon as Alex.
Yeah.
And Steve.
I just want the Ender Dragon, man. I was hoping the Ender Dragon was in this movie. Not that I even think it'll be good. It just was something I wanted.
I liked the pandas.
Oh yeah.
They were cute.
Yeah, the pandas are good.
Pandas were cute. I thought it was a good use of the hearts in the movie,
Mm-hmm.
like when they fell in love, because Jennifer Coolidge did it in the real world, because she was in love with the villager, Matt Berry's character.
Yeah. They make some of the villager and the creeper are they're kind of furry. You notice that?
Everything's kind of furry. It's really disturbing. I didn't like it. Like the blocks are kind of furry.
Like you said, the zombies actually looked like humans.
That was really strange that I couldn't tell. That was another thing. We've gotten so all over the place with this.
Yeah, it's all right.
But before we wrap it up here, I thought that was really strange because it looked like these dudes were actually like coming at them because of the way they were moving. Maybe like the animations just got really good.
Yeah.
Or they had like dudes in like green morph suits just coming at Jack Black and they were doing a choreographed dance.
I'd vote that.
And then probably. And then I thought the sound design was kind of like I thought it was like impressively faithful because they could have like tried to recreate the noises.
Yeah.
For the skeleton zombies and spiders and stuff like that. They used like the most high quality MP3 possible, like crisp and clear, and it was just like it. I don't know, coming out of those theater speakers, it was like
sounds good.
atmosphere. It freaked me out. I don't know. You know,
No,
playing Minecraft at night's kind of scary sometimes.
Yeah. There's definitely parts of this movie where you're like actually immersed in the Minecraft world.
Then they start talking.
Yeah.
Then they start doing shit. I'm like, quit moving. Stop moving around. Let me look at it. And then it doesn't matter. But
all in all, well, okay, we never give movies number ratings. I don't really believe in that.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to do it for this. Just
okay. You want me to go first? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, you're gonna make fun of me.
No. I'll go first. I'll give it. If I had to give it, what I'm gonna log it on Letterboxd, in my heart of heart, of 1.5.
1.5. So that's a 3.
Yeah.
Dude, I almost said 7. But I think
I'm not yucking your yum, bro.
And I think there are movies that are made better than others, you know. But at the end of the day, to me, movies are just to be enjoyed.
Yeah.
So if I watch it and I am engaged by it, and I'm not absolutely offended by it, I'm like, yeah, I had as much fun watching this as I will probably have watching the Superman movie that comes out in a couple months, which I'm way more excited for, and is probably going to be much better made. You know, I mean, it's just.
But you get that enjoyment from it.
Yeah, just
again, dude, I'm not yucking your yum, bro. You know.
I think that if I didn't preface it like that, you'd be like, you fucking gave it a 7. You know, it'd be one of those. But anyway.
No, because I know you. What am I trying to say? You like stuff like that more than me.
Yeah.
You know, you're more into like comic book movies than I am, like currently at this juncture in my life. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's plenty of movies that I fucking love that you'd probably watch and be like, that was fucking boring. That was a waste of 3 hours of my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's, you know, I'm not.
I'm open to a lot of things.
But
I like a lot of things.
Enjoyed myself. I enjoyed going to the theater with you and hanging out. It was fun. It was a fun little, you know.
Being the only ones in there is good.
Yeah, it was cool. It was, you know, even if the movie sucked and it was, you know, corporate, soulless.
Yeah. You know, three.
I'm just.
You know, 1.5 out of 5, 3 out of 10. It's, you know, it could be.
I'm hamming it up. I'm hamming it up a little bit. 3. I would. Yeah, 1.5 though. I'm pretty firm. 1.5.
Oh, 1. Okay, so now it's a 2 out of 10.
What 2 and 3? 2 could fluctuate. 2 or 3. Okay. 2 or 3.
Anyway, that's it. No more Minecraft talk. We've said so much.
Yeah, we have.
We've said this is the most we've said about any movie, and I'm going to edit this down. But this is the most we've said about any movie, which I think is really funny because we've watched some movies that we really like, and then this like.
Well, this we got off on. No, I think keep it all in. It's
we're
great.
Gamers, bro. We're Minecraft gamers.
We do have a little bit of a special, different attachment.
Yeah.
Whereas comparatively to like somebody like Red Letter Media, those guys.
Yeah.
I watched part of their review. They did a review on it. They left after 45 minutes. They're like, I don't know what a Minecraft is because they're like pushing 50. They're like, meh.
Yeah.
You know. So it's like people got to do. I'm starting to ramble. This has been Film Banana, right? Are we the Film Banana?
Minecraft movie.